I was the only one. No. There were 2 Dunedinites there. All the rest were people mainly from the North Island, and it was good having people from there. Different approach. There were a lot of Auckland private school girls, so different interests came in. That was good. And being at home, a lot of them came home with me. It was sort of part of student life. We were also part of the university then for physics, anatomy, physiology. I think we all enjoyed that. Odd little things which are not really physiotherapy, but can still remember the first Dunedin day when we had snow and all the Aucklanders up from their desks and rushing to the windows to see. That was fun. Things we did as students which I'll guarantee they don't do now. The Saturday mornings, cleaning the whole department, and the wax baths and the things like that. I don't know whether students still have to do that. But cleaning the wax baths, cleaning the machines, that was Saturday morning for the first 6 months. It was always part of it. Other silly things perhaps, but still memorable, were morning teas. We started at 8, and morning tea was vast plates full of bread and butter, and plates full of cheese cut up in little chunks, and jam, and most of them hadn't had any breakfast, so there was a great rush for the morning tea. That probably doesn't happen now. Teachers were superb. Miss Scott's, of course, very upright. As soon as you saw her, you straightened up anyway. But most of us had fairly good posture, I think. But as soon as you saw most of the staff, you stretched up and straightened up. Severe, but very understanding and great fun at times, at relaxing, at times that were not strict teaching times. She could be great fun. But you always respected her. Now, I can remember with her anger if a machine went wrong. She was not allowed to fix it. She knew more about the machines than any of the electricians in the... She went and did her electrician's exam so that she was allowed to fix the machines when they went wrong. And we had to know the innards of the machines as well. It would be impossible nowadays, I imagine. But we had to know the wiring of most of the shortwaves, other machines. Miss Hollis, I remember, she was very short. We wondered how she was allowed to get into the physiotherapy school. She was English. A big thing I remember her for was that she was fairly stern, fairly strict. But when one of the students got polio, she spent hours and hours and hours with Gwyneth, who was in the iron lung. And she'd be up most of the night with Gwyneth, looking after her and being there, and then lecturing us during the day. She was just wonderful in her care. That's a big thing to remember for somebody who was teaching, full-time teaching load. Miss Hislop, big long stride. They were all quite fun. I don't remember any of them being, severe and horrid and strict all the time. They all enjoyed life. But a lot of respect we all had for all the staff. Who else was there? I can't remember them all. Nancy mentioned one the other day that I'd completely forgotten about. Beryl's service. Teaching the maternity work. And that was scary. We were taken into Queen Mary, and at that stage a lot of breast massage, which the mothers thought was wonderful. But, going in as a young student and finding a young mum who didn't mind bearing all for us, sort of thing. Odd recollection, but it made an impression on you as a student, and later as a mum you sort of realise perhaps why the mothers liked it. And Beryl Service took us for a lot of the exercises as well, and it was she who chose that little book that I told you about when I got the Isabel Mills cup or whatever for remedial exercises. She gave me a little book about treatment of cerebral palsy children, which was right at the time, but horrifying now because of these masses of splints and how the children ever moved properly with their splinting arms, legs.